And I think we're going.
Are
If
we?
we're not, I'm just gonna keep talking like we are. We're back on the high seas. From the crew on the deck, you guys watch as Eddie pulls off a red shirt, revealing that he is in fact no longer part of the Tossawayable crew, and Jelly and Tim Toothy begrudgingly put on red shirts, holding their scurvied mouths to their face as they go below decks to not take part in this episode. But another day on the high seas of Arrowknee awaits you. We just gotta do a roll on my fun big D. I gotta pull up my D100 table. Can I get from Carney a D100 and then Conversion a D100?
That is 40 from me.
Wow. I got a 40 as well.
Okay. The day is yours. It's a clear, beautiful day. The wind blowing just fine. It's just a normal day at sea. Nothing exciting happens. What would you guys like to do on this just open seas sailing? Plenty of clouds in the sky. Plenty of wind at your back. What's the game plan?
Eddie wants to try and do some fishing here.
Beautiful, easily done. There are fishing supplies that you can fish like off the side of the ship over here.
Yeah, and so Eddie's gonna take some of the fishing supplies. What I assume there's like a
Like a
fishing
pole
rod
and some
yeah.
net and like barrels to keep fish in and whatnot, salt to jerky them, whatnot.
Cool. He'll take that. He'll take the fishing line, whatever, and he'll start casting it out.
Can I get a survival check from you?
Sure. 15.
15.
Oh, actually 16. 16
Nice.
plus 1.
Throughout the day, you pick up enough fish to feed yourself and the majority of the crew with a nice fish chowder that Borg the cook makes. Who's like,
Excellent.
he was over here. Not
Hear
Borg.
that,
I keep
boys?
messing that up.
Vitamin
Brog the
C.
cook.
We
Good
got-
proteins. Nice. What's everybody else up to?
I think we're still continuing east.
Mm-hmm. There are for Craig, you're living up top, right?
Yes. I'm staying up there. I'm also looking at the book quite often.
Okay, we can get to that. In terms of your looking around, you do spot in the distance what looks to be the beginnings of land. Not you don't think you've gone far enough to reach the other continent, but there is some sort of landmass nearby that you are sailing, not directly towards, but slightly parallel to.
There's land there if you want to stop.
It's probably like a half a day's trip, just based on where the wind's taking you. You'd be kind of going a little against the wind.
If so, you need to turn. It'll be a while.
All right. So, do any of the crew know any of the islands? Or
They know some of the Brog in particular can point towards several sort of like mercenary and pirate havens that dot the landscape. As when using the stars at night, he can like give you a bearing to head straight towards those places. But a lot of the sort of like island chains are non what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't been discovered really. Like they haven't been mapped. They're just they either have indigenous like civilizations and life on them, or they are so hazardous to avoid at all costs.
Are these indigenous lives? They're uncontacted, right?
Some of them, yeah.
Do you think that an uncontacted indigenous civilization would have an entirely different way of using magic compared to the civilized world?
That's a very large thought, Eddie. It's very big brain.
And he's super curious.
Uh, very big brain. You know, easily could be. Easily, you know, you don't know what hides in the mountains of an island. Either way, the book that Craig has, Craig, what if, do you just look at in it? Do you write in it at all? Do you
I
like
talk
use
to
it?
it.
Yeah, do you use it as like a diary? How do
Kinda.
you
I tell
yeah,
it
okay.
what it's asking for at the time. If I
Um,
feel comfortable with it.
it's it repeatedly asks what you remember of being dead. What do you remember of death?
Nothing. And that's all I tell it because I don't. It's all blotted
It,
out.
so it that question keeps floating back, and then at one point the book kind of open-ended question asks, do you think you're alive?
I don't answer it.
Okay. Close the book. Whoever or whatever this book is continues to fall in silence.
I yell up at him and I say, you know, I don't remember having that book before I appeared here.
Yes, I don't think it was meant for you.
But you can keep it. It brought me nothing but trouble.
Walked you right straight into a roper.
I believe you on that one. I will keep it. Thank you.
So, do you want to check out this land?
Last time we checked out land, it didn't go too well, huh?
True. Can't be too many of those things out there, though.
True. You're the captain.
That is fair. That is fair. An island can only be a fish once, really. It loses all its luster afterwards.
Next, it'll be a turtle.
He says there's no fame and fortune on the ship, at least not that I've found so far. So if we want something to happen, we might as well go to land.
He has a point.
Yep. Let's take a look, see what it's like.
Wheel turns easily enough. The night does come. The sun does set behind you on the horizon, dips into the water. Do you guys want to disembark at night, or do you want to weigh anchor and spend the rest of the evening by the coastline of what looks to be a generally large island with a small mountain range in the center? You can't see the far side of the island, but you can see the like lip as it begins to turn on like your horizon line.
I'm good with going now, but not sure how the rest of you feel about it.
And if you help me out, I'm cool with it too.
What percent of us can see in the dark? And Eddie's nervous because Eddie cannot see in the dark. And
Eddie is not in
a
that
little worried.
demographic.
Yeah. Pretty sure most of us can.
Everybody except
He's
me
like,
and
where are
you.
you guys?
Yeah, it's you, Craig, and normally Tim Toothy.
He has
Can't
goggles
see.
of night.
Oh, that's right. I
Mhm.
did give goggles of night. Yeah. Okay, so it's just you and Craig.
Converging can help us. It'll be all right.
Indeed. Usually wait until something happens before that. Doing that.
Craig, are you still up in the crow's nest?
No, I've been walking down it this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. That is important.
Again,
Do you
we should see
tell-
about getting. We should see about getting some lumber for making a new boat. A little rowboat to go ashore.
We have two?
We have
we
one.
have one. You're right. Shit.
No, you've got two.
No, you destroyed one.
Oh, yeah, I did do that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yep.
Good catch. Yeah. Anyways, so making a new boat. Solid. Get some lumber from this island to get a new boat. Do you want to take some of the red shirts with you to build like a campsite and harvest lumber?
Yes. Like 4.
Wouldn't hurt to take a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Just one
Okay.
elf,
So-
though. Don't take all the elves.
Okay. 1 elf, 3 humans disembark with you guys to set up like a small base camp on the beach that just goes in, chops lumber, essentially peons from Warcraft 3.
Yep. Build a farm.
Ready to work. Cool. Easy enough to do. And you are disembarking at nighttime, so you guys all of you pile into your one remaining rowboat. The Brog helps you as you lower the rowboat down, and he shouts down, "Don't worry, Craig. We'll put somebody up on the watch nest.
Just make
So
sure
that
they have
somebody's
good
always up
eyes.
there." Of course, and you it's very creepy because his one cyborg eye like has like that red laser beam thing, so that's all you see is it like becomes smaller as it looks at you better. Very
Creepy.
creepy. Very, and I'm sort of metagame since very Terminator-esque. You're like, oh God. Red, very red eyes. Scary.
Spoopy.
But the ship is in the care of Brog and the red shirts, and you guys row into the beach. Very beautiful, almost like Hawaii, Caribbean type beach. Crystal clear waters beneath you that 2 of you can't see, and the rest of you can only see in like black and white tones. But very crystal clear water, calm waves as you push into like the very fine white sand beach. About 100 feet in is a jungle tree line. Thick jungles down the coast. You can see like a rocky coastline begin to form and cliffs that pull up from the beach.
All right. We haven't seen any sign of habitation, have we?
No. This time though, there is like you can hear the caw of birds in the forest, in the jungle. Like there is a robust
It
wildlife.
sounds normal.
Yeah, there is a robust jungle wildlife within those trees that like is actively a nocturnal creature as well.
Eddie would like to try and listen to these birds and see if he can recognize any of the calls.
No,
Yes, he can.
maybe just some seagulls. You do hear seagulls because those are very common around coastlines. So that's
Alright.
probably the only one you recognize. Is you hear seagulls. Okay. What do you guys want to do on the beachhead?
Probably take a sweep through the jungle area. Move through, see if we can find any like game paths. I'm more concerned about habitation, people living here. Um, but I also want to see if there's any weird predators.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
What? Sorry. Thought I heard somebody say something. Easily enough, can I get first off, what are you telling the um crew to do? Are they to chop down trees, just set up a camp and wait for you guys to inspect and come back? What's their marching orders?
Um, I think right now, until we can, before we actually get to the jungle and look it over, just stay at the boat, be ready to heave to.
Cool.
Um,
Easy enough.
we'll take a look and see if there's any things to be afraid of or things to be worried about in the jungle.
Ooh, cool.
It's like if like a T-Rex happens to come stomping out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll be like, heck no.
Everybody on the boat! Go!
On the boat.
Let's go faster.
Easily enough, you begin to pick your way through the jungle. It is hot. For those of you in your heavy armor, it is muggy. Like this is a wet heat, very humid heat. Every breath is a struggle. You're swimming through the air as you get about 200 feet into the jungle. It's a very thick, very beautiful flora everywhere, thick vines. The trees aren't so much together or closer to the coast that you can't like find a way through, but there doesn't seem to be any like path, not humanoid civilization based path. This seems to be like a wild jungle. You do see the scratches on the barks of like boars, probably very large boars. And you have heard in the distance like feline growls and roars.
Okay.
do we all have scurvy right now? Is that something that's going on?
No.
Mm-mm.
Not everybody.
This,
Some of the crew think it's fashionable. That's about it.
okay, gotcha.
Actually, the Underarch has a fantastic dental plan.
It's called create food and water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete
A
nutritionally
good
balanced.
2 clerics is their dental plan. 2 clerics. Right. Can I get a perception check from anybody that is concerned about something trying to get you? Like if you're paranoid in the jungle, give me a perception check.
Is it dawn yet?
No, it's the middle of the night.
Gotcha. Eddie is very paranoid.
Yeah, you
26.
can't see.
24.
Yeah, I got a 26 as well.
Okay. Craig's is of course just his hearing
Yeah.
and sense of
Yeah.
smell.
26 for it, though. So.
Um
16.
So Converchin and Craig, who both got 26s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You both hear a snapping of a vine. Probably about 75 feet to the northwest in the jungle, up above in the canopy. Very slight, but like an obvious weight break of a vine, and you hadn't heard that sound yet. Very subtle. Only you two hear it.
All right, I'll kind of give the signal to stop, and I'll look in that direction.
With a 26, it is pretty apparent that something is crawling through the canopy of the trees, jumping from high tree branch to tree branch with almost no pause.
Okay. You said it was about 75 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving quickly, like, you have probably 6 to 12 seconds before it gets to you guys.
Oh, okay.
It's moving. It's a fast moving creature. 75 feet isn't too much.
Nope. I was just asking because I've got the dark vision.
To 300 feet, yeah,
Yeah.
you can see quite a ways, but this
Movement.
was a very stealthy creature.
Okay. I'll go ahead and something's up in the trees, moving in fast, and kind of shield up, sword out, looking in that direction.
Does anybody have any light, or are we just chilling in the
I
dark?
think for now I'm gonna. If it's just one creature, I'll go ahead and throw a drift globe out.
Yeah, you also marked that same position Conversion saw, so you tossed out the globe. A dark, lithe figure, feline, panther drops down in the trees and snarls away from the light that you produced. You notice very quickly as it reaches back, several tentacles start slapping the ground from its rear.
Do I know of this creature?
I'm going to make a either nature or arcana.
Nature 18.
This is a displacer beast.
Shout, this one's tricky.
It rears back from the light and then vanishes. Little puff of sulfur and bamf, it's gone. And then about 50 feet further back, you hear it break through some trees, getting away, just running away from the light.
That's not good.
Yes, let's keep this light up for
Those,
now.
if those things are in here, then we need to have an armed presence with the crew logging, cutting trees.
You're right.
Have to
good
wait
idea.
until daylight before we start cutting trees.
Right. So, are you going to just spend the rest of the evening on the beach or row back?
Well, we're gonna stay on the beach. We're gonna probably continue the sweeping the immediate area of the jungle.
Cool. Easily enough. What else do you find in the jungle? You find a lot of mushrooms, unknown flora, several types of berries you've never seen before. A lot of small wildlife, bugs, insects, some rodents, but nothing like threatening. A large, multicolored, curved beak bird that we know as a parrot lands and starts. I don't know if parrots sing or like caw, but it starts like yelling at Eddie.
Eddie says, "Hello there, friend."
Just
The
caws
parrot.
back. Just yells.
Eddie would like to call it the bird.
He's done.
He does a call. He goes, "Caw, caw." He tries to mimic the parrot as much as possible.
At this point, the parrot flies away because it's just a parrot. Just gets spooked by the loud noise.
Eddie would like to take a look around here for
Okay.
parrot eggs right now
For
because
parrot eggs.
yeah, I think it's weird that a parrot would just come up to something and start cawing it unless it was trying to like defend its nest.
Go ahead
But he
and
wants to find a parrot egg.
go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. And he got a 10.
10. That's it. Eddie scrambles up the side of a tree real quick, looking for a parrot's nest. And comes up short, but doesn't hurt himself in the process. Just doesn't find any parrot eggs or parrot nest. The general area of like about 150 feet from where you like beached your rowboat out into the jungle is pretty clear. Lot of flora and fauna, small life, but nothing as big as that displacer beast bothers you guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't think there'd be a whole lot around with those things running loose.
Nope.
Okay. All right. We will start heading back towards the boat where we reached the rowboat.
Okay.
Get back. Tell the crew members what we saw. The displacer beast thing. Large cat with tentacles. Very stealthy.
Oh, sir, I'm glad to see you alive.
Oh well, yes. We'll wait until daylight before we start cutting trees.
Good idea. We'll sharpen the axes and get ready for some chopping in the morning. We should be able to get it done in a day. Get the lumber harvested at least. But maybe take another day to fashion the timbers and lash it together.
Yep.
Eddie wants to check the beach line and see where all the like seaweed has washed up on the shore.
Downriver, or well, down the coast. There
No,
is a sort of like an inlet, and there must be some fresh water coming down from the mountains that's making like a brackish swamp area about 300 feet down the coast.
Ah.
Kind of like Scarborough Downs, for those of you that know that.
Wait, there's a sandy beach here, right?
Yeah, very sandy beach is what you're
Is
standing
there
on.
like a line of dried up dead seaweed that is washed ashore?
Yeah,
All right. Is our rowboat above or below this line?
I would think that you pulled it up above it.
Okay.
I would think that you pulled it up onto this beach itself. What sort of watch are you guys going to have for the rest of the night?
I mean, I can go for a watch
Yeah.
for like a couple hour shifts.
Yep.
Yeah, Eddie's happy to participate.
Okay. Clarny, you want to do one as well?
Of course.
Okay. So I guess then myself, Narvos, Clarny will split up, do cover three of the watches. Eddie, you can go with join one of us. Craig, if you're up for it, want to stay on watch,
Yes.
cover on one of the watches.
I only have to think about being dead for 4 hours, so.
Right. All right. So
All right, so who's first watch?
I'll be on both first and second.
So
either of
Craig,
you want to take the first? Narvos,
I could take one.
Ernie.
I'll go for it.
Okay, Narvos is on the first.
Narva
I'll
and
take the
Craig.
second. Carney, you take the third.
Yeah, I'll take third.
Eddie will help on first.
Okay.
Cool. Can I get 3 perception checks? One from each of you. Eddie, Craig, and Narvos. Eddie, you've stayed up, muttering to yourself a little bit.
Yeah, Eddie's starting to talk to himself. Just whispers some things. He's freaked out by that parrot.
And the parrot. What did that
Not
parrot
the
want?
teleporting cat, the parrot.
What did the parrot know? What did it? What did
I
it
didn't
tell
know.
me?
Wait, are parrots like known entities in this world, or is that the first time we've ever
That's
seen
the
a parrot
first time
like
you've
that?
ever seen a parrot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So Eddie knows about displacer beasts. He has no idea what that
Yeah.
bird is.
Yeah, that's very funny. That's a very funny thing. Yeah.
I got a dirty 20 on perception.
Cool.
14.
I got it.
What'd you get, Eddie?
Eddie got 21.
21. Nice. What did you get, Narvos?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So the dirty 20 and the 21. You both hear it in the distance. Some loud roar. Seems to be somewhere on the mountainside, but a bunch of the birds flutter up from the mountains. You can go ahead and make a nature check if you want to figure out if you can have any idea what this is.
That's a 7, so I'm going to say no.
Yeah, no. Ooh, loud creature. Wow.
Big
Impressive.
loud roar thing.
Good job. Eddie?
Could you recreate the roar? I couldn't hear it.
Eddie got a 6.
Eddie got a 6. Do either of you want to do
Uh,
like a performance check to try and recreate it for Craig? Or maybe do
Alright.
some fun little arcane trick. I don't know if you've got like an illusion that does auditory or like, I don't know, thaumaturgy, prestidigitation.
I can try to minor illusion recreate it.
Does it minor illusion make a single sound?
You create a sound or an image of an object.
Then yeah.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say you can minor illusion the sound for Craig. Easily enough.
And
It was
Craig
like
got
this.
a natural 20 on his nature check.
Oh, hit that major crit lights.
For the sound in the distance. That's when we need it.
You think that is a large primate, a very, very large primate. Big monk, big monk.
Big monk.
Yes, big monk.
Big monk.
How big are we
Harambe.
talking?
I
Are
worry.
we
Big enough to
Like-
shake trees with a roar.
big enough to shake trees with a roar? So we're talking about size of a building here, right?
At
Yeah.
least may be able to climb a large building, yes.
Harambe.
Maybe swat
Harambe.
down an old biplane or two.
What are biplanes?
You'll see them soon in the next continent. It's fine.
What I know of monks, apes, primates, whatever you say, they're semi-intelligent. Maybe it's in pain.
With a 20 nature check, you know that it wasn't a pained roar.
Was it
Think it's
like a
stronger.
frustration word, like it stubbed its toe or something?
At
It's
this
not
point,
necessarily pain, but he's still
at this
yelling
point, I
about
want
it.
either an animal handling or a insight check.
I could do animal handling. That's the same number anyway.
Am I awake yet? Has anyone woken me up yet? Because I've got like extreme bonuses on both of those.
Eddie got a nat 20, so 21 on insight.
Nice.
Yeah. I would
Well, I was
have
going to say, if the roar didn't wake you up, yeah, we're probably waking you up by now.
had a dirty 20 on either one.
Right.
Clowny, wake up, listen to this roar. I just do it with
Okay.
my mouth.
All right. I've got a +5 to insight. You said I could do insight.
Then I look at Narvos like, hey.
All right. That's going to be a 23 on insight.
Okay. You think that that was more of a, like, what's the emotion? It's like
Horny?
no.
Could have been.
Get the heck
It
out!
might have
Get the
been.
heck out of my territory, you overgrown lizard!
No, it could be. I think it could be interpreted that way, but I don't think that it wasn't like anywhere near you guys or pointed towards you. So I don't think.
Get off my lawn.
It's just like a battle cry, just like a roar, come and get me.
It's an angry monkey.
It's just angry monk yelling.
Maybe it's fighting that
Maybe
displacer.
maybe it was like a victory screech. That's a good way to put it. Maybe it was
Maybe it just
victory
killed
screech.
that displacer beast.
Maybe.
Maybe we don't want to get entangled with something we don't want to be in the middle of.
Maybe it can teach us something about how to become a giant.
I don't know, but I think it's probably near the top of the food chain here.
Eddie wants to check it out. Eddie wants to see this big monkey up close and personal. Who's ever seen a big monkey? Not Eddie. He grew up in this small town, his entire life, never left out, never went outside. He wants to see the big monkey. He wants to play with the jungle animals.
Yes, I'd like to see the monkey as well.
Big monk.
Well, I'm not letting you guys go alone.
We go in the morning. Monkey won't get us on the boat.
Depends on how big he is.
All right. Second watch rolls around as everybody returns. Nothing happens for the rest of first watch.
Got an 18.
Anybody else on second watch, or is it just Greg?
Conversion.
Virgin.
I put your art in there, Eddie.
I see it.
Oh, yeah. You see. In game room 1?
Mhm.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
I got
great.
a 20 on perception as well. Nice.
With both of your really high perception checks, you can tell that now that you both have sort of like a line of sight to on the treetops to where that was, you can see every once in a while a tree will moving in the direction towards the mountains. There's like two mountains in the center of this island. One is closer to you than the second one, so most of the second mountain is hidden by the first. And there just seems to be a constant. Every once in a while, you see a treetop shudder. Birds will fly up, heading towards the second mountain.
So it's going from the first mountain to the second mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not coming this way. All right. Keep an eye on it. Like, you see that, Craig?
Kind of. It's very dark.
Yeah, all you can see is like it bouncing, like the light of the stars and the like half moon that is bouncing off the leaves when they shudder and move. That's about the best Craig gets.
Yeah, I'm probably not getting much better, honestly, because I'm sitting here with beyond 300 feet. And if it's within 300 feet, we have a different thing to work.
If it's in that, we have problem.
Looks like something very big that way. Do I think one of these displacer beasts could do that kind of shaking of the tree?
No.
No.
Displacer beasts are like, they're powerfully built because they're feline predators, but like they're still sort of lithe.
Yeah, they're a few hundred pounds, not a few thousand pounds.
Yeah, that creature is a either huge or gargantuan, multi-tonned monstrosity.
Yeah.
Is it a giant?
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh my
It's
god!
it's not my fault that Brad
I
killed all
know.
of the giants. Don't put that on my hands. No, he's sadly either a beast or a monstrosity. One day I'll just toss you in with a bunch of giants and be like, nope, they're giants. We found them.
We found
Some
some giants,
survived.
damn it.
Island of giants.
Yeah, we might find one. That's a good idea.
Oh God, tiny people.
It's a large
whole Gulliver's
amicable
Travels episode.
giant.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, the monk continues to go somewhere in between those two mountains. It seems to be its destination.
Well, we know where to go if we want to see this monkey in the morning.
What makes you say it's a monkey?
Oh, you weren't awake. Sorry, it's a monkey.
Wait, is it a monkey and not a gorilla?
It's a primate.
Does it have a tail?
Guess we'll find
We
out.
Yeah, we don't know.
All right. Well, keep an eye out and see if anything else shows up. Then we'll go ahead and wake up Carney when the shift is over.
Indeed.
Okay. Connie, you are woken as third shift comes around.
Okay, I am awake.
Can I get a perception roll?
Oh, yep.
My bad.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That is that's 23. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
All
I was
good.
having mic issues earlier. Just making sure.
You're good.
No. It's all right. Anyways. Nothing happens on your shift. I don't know why I'm making it so suspenseful. The monkey has gone between the two mountains. The sun rises. The crewmates get up before you guys and begin to go mark trees, like pretty much the closest trees to them for harvesting. What would you guys like to do? Oh, but no, I need a D100 roll from Carney and Conversion as the day begins.
That is a 29 for me.
Yeah, 48.
9. Okay. Clear day. Beautiful day, same as yesterday. What would you guys like to do?
I just want to say Eddie's art looks like he has a twin brother that's a Force ghost because he died.
You're not wrong.
The Force goes by.
So Eddie's a Jedi.
Yes.
It makes Eddie seem a lot wiser than he is.
Let's go see the monk.
The monk.
Eddie's on the monk train. Eddie wants to go see the monk.
Okay. Monk train it is.
I'll ask the crew. Do
Okay.
you think that you can build the boat on the ship? Build the rowboat.
Yes, sir. It'll just be a bit more difficult getting we can't get all of the lumber in one trip, so we'll have to do it in two, but can be done, sir.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and cut the lumber now, and we'll see where things are in once we return.
You know the big.
Aye, aye, sir.
You know the big guy who scrubs the deck, the green one.
Yeah,
Yes,
we know him.
Take him with you on your trips.
Okay, all good. Yes, sir.
Did we take 2 rowboats to this island?
No,
I just have
Yeah,
one.
one.
they need to build a second one.
Yeah, while these guys are building the second boat, if they're on our boat, then they will be out there with all the boats.
Yeah.
So we need to get off this island in a hurry. We're gonna be swimming for it.
If we
Good
need
job,
to get off
Eddie.
Eddie, if we need to get off this island fast, we're not going to use the boat.
We will
Oh,
run.
that's right.
On the
Okay.
We'll
water.
just run.
Yeah, Convergent has water walking.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You just run.
Eddie looks at the cold, harsh ocean. he gets a little worried. He's like, boy, I'm glad I haven't found any good armor yet because I would drown.
I mean, the
Right.
ocean's a big lake. Should we take a break?
Take a break by the lake.
Sure.
I mean, if we're going to see Monk, that's probably the next big story beat, right?
Yeah, sure. Great.
All right. We'll be back. We're back.
That's a very valid point. You need to name them. We are back, and we are going into the jungle to find Monk. Can I get a survival check going through? I almost rated Monk. To just go through the jungle. Whoever's leading this, throw a survival check at it.
I could take care of that.
Yeah, go.
It is daytime, so no light impediments.
25.
25. Craig has you guys avoid the swamp, which you think probably hosts some form of life that you don't want to deal with. Heading into the mountain range. With a 25, you actually make fantastic time showing the party where to go to have the quickest route. Before midday, you've already made it to the edge of the first mountain. You still can't see around the other side of it, but you are beginning to find signs of old civilization, ruins that the jungle has overtaken, only starting to begin to appear at the foot of the mountain. Long abandoned, long dead ruins that the jungle has completely just overgrown and reclaimed.
These people-sized ruins?
Yeah, they're medium-sized creatures. It seems.
Maybe worth digging through. You thinking there's any wealth left behind?
That's how quickly they died, I guess.
Yes.
Let's take a look. Let's do some archaeology.
Sure. Let's take a look, see if we can recognize, get a sense of like what kind of creatures these were. Humanoids,
Yes.
like humans, elves, dwarves.
Right. A lot of these ruins are like collapsed, so there's a lot of rocks to get through, and most of them. Can I get an investigation check to try and find either a way through the rocks easily or one that isn't as collapsed from whoever's heading this archaeological dig?
Do I have any benefit in this scenario?
Stonemason stuff.
Stonemason stuff? Sure, go ahead and give yourself a roll with double proficiency.
Well, that did me no good at all. I rolled a 2.
Man, these ruins were really collapsed. They collapsed them well. Whoever
These
did
ruins sure are rocky.
Yeah, they sure are ruined.
They're huge, exactly.
Clearly not dwarven.
Definitely not dwarven work. Bits on the ground.
Screw this place.
Yes. We go. Nothing worth digging here.
Continuing past these ruins, you come to a sort of. Do you guys want to go up the mountain, or do you want to stay in like the foresty jungle area? Because there is sort of like a tree line that turns into a rocky cliff further up the mountain.
I don't want to get a.
You should go up.
Yeah, bird's eye view.
All right.
Can I get athletics checks from everyone then? We're going to have sort of like a skill check, party skill check.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
got
2
a 15.
successes. That's a success?
That is a 15.
That's a success.
I got a 17. Are you proficient in athletics, Chad?
I actually have a +3 to that too, so I'd be 23.
Well, if you're
Nice.
proficient, then you also got your strength, which is ridiculous, right?
Oh yeah, I have my +7 strength.
Yeah. 30.
Right. Conversion, what'd you get?
I'm doing
I got an
cartwheels.
18.
All right. I think everybody passed. Easily enough, you all muscular arms pulling yourself up the cliff side. A lot of it's a bit sheer. Carney the goblin needs a bit of help at some points with his small stubby arms. Velran is pretty actually adept. Still coming from the Underdark. Still has a little bit of his levitation and ancestry, so he levitates some of the cliffs. Like he levitates himself up some of the cliffs slowly. But Craig is the first one to notice it on the other side of the mountain range. So on the base of the other mountain sits a very large monkey. It's an ape. It's not a monkey, but just a gargantuan sized creature sits on what looks to be almost a throne carved into the side of the mountain. There is
Stop. Look.
sparse trees that all look to have been like any trees that were once between these two mountains have been like ripped up a root and stem and tossed around by this creature. There's some trees still standing. They're the tallest of them all that have resisted him pulling the roots. Yeah, there are several old crumbled statues that are on like the cliffs and that stand on either side of his massive thrones. Can I get a history check and or a nature check from anybody that wants to try and figure out?
Never heard of this.
I'm
I have
both
no bonus
equally
from
not
either of
good
those.
at those. Yeah.
Um, wh-
7.
One standout feature I will say is that you think that those statues have wings. They're either like gargoyles or birds, or it's hard to tell, but they do seem to have like winged forearms. Maybe a weird dragonkin, unclear.
Eddie got a 3, and he really likes how these parrots look. He wonders who made the parrot statues.
100%.
I had a 14.
14, you think that these are bird people statues.
Well, that explains why they're all dead.
Hollow bones. What do you guys want to do? It doesn't seem to have it seems to be like lazying about in the morning sun, just like leaning back in its big rock chair, all probably asleep.
But we've seen the monkey now, Eddie.
Do you think Eddie could like climb on its chest and kind of like snuggle with it? I bet it would be kind of warm, nice. Do you think it's covered with fleas?
Okay.
It's still about like maybe an hour's walk away. You can just see it from your mountainside to that mountainside.
Something tells me that wouldn't end well. You know, like
Here is why I don't mind Eddie's approach. If it attacks us, we're not poachers.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
If it attacks us, we're going to have a very, very unpleasant time.
Yes, but
Imagine you were just sleeping in the warm sun and some friendly creature came up and, snuggled up next to you. You'd love it, right? Eddie thinks the ape would love this.
Can I insight, like, power level of monk?
Sure, nature check.
Damn.
It's a
How
natural
about animal
creature.
handling even? Right? No, that's fine.
Can we
16.
see it?
16. You think this creature You think this creature probably could take on your whole ship if it wanted to?
Not. We shouldn't.
Just looking at it, it looks like it has very thick hide. And is probably just like a beefcake in terms of hit pool.
I'll put it this way: if we go do this, some of us aren't coming back.
Means some of us, all of us aren't coming back.
No, I think maybe one of us, 2 of us. But then we'd have a dead monkey.
That's a very sensible way to look at it, to be honest. Of like, you feel like especially after the Jabberwock in the Underdark, you're like, we could kill that. I don't know if everyone would walk away from that fight, but it will be dead.
Some of you may die.
And that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
What would we even do with a dead monkey carcass?
I'm not even prepared for this.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know how you'd get it off the island.
I wonder if the ruins have more to offer us on this island than a monkey, or those weird birds.
Just so we're all aware of like
fascinating.
scale.
I mean, we could build a raft and tow it.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that done before with things.
Where would we take it? We're a week out from the port.
Yes.
So what? Maybe another week before we hit the other end of the sea.
With all the rotten monkey flesh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and we're leaving this monkey out in the sun on a raft in the middle of the ocean. Oh, that would smell great.
You're all making valid points.
At this point, it's, by the way, a little past noon. And Craig and Conversion, you both spin around as something catches both of your pretty high passive perceptions. You both spin around. You see a single flare being fired from your ship.
Oh.
And Craig sees a single ship rapidly sailing towards your ship, sailing the black flag.
No.
We got a problem.
Yeah, that was the other roll that happened today that I just was like, we're moving right along with the monkey mission, I see.
All right.
To the boat.
Make time.
Okay, on the way back to the boat, I do want to say, we come back here later, we kill this monkey, we own this island, okay?
Mark it down, Monkey Island.
Island of the monk.
It is the island of the monk.
With Tim.
Yeah, Tim Toothy, make quick work of that guy. Send him in alone.
Yeah.
Him and Jelly. Tim and
we
Jelly.
can't do this without Tim. So
Let's go back to the ship then. Eddie's going to keep an eye out for any parrots to see if he can snag one on the way back.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you guys are running back.
Do you say this out loud at all, Eddie?
He does say he would really like one of those birds.
Okay.
They're fascinating.
I got a 29.
Eddie's got a 22.
Yeah, so between you and Craig, you guys managed to corner one and grab it and stuff it into Craig's bag of holding for now.
It'll survive till we get back to the ship, trust me.
Yeah.
Just flops out.
Yeah.
Bonk. No, yes, RPG bonk. Yes. Safe. I pull up the underarc. Right. I put down everybody over here. Got a new Narvos, so I get rid of this Narvos. Delete. New Eddie. Delete. shrink down to boat sized. And we're back at it again. You guys run down. It takes you, probably about half the time it took you to get there to run back down. Everybody take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from running down the cliffside and through the trees at breakneck speed to make it to the beach, where the crew, your 4 crew members, are very nervously waiting for you, boat ready to go, as they have watched a vessel, which I need to pull from Kirby. Give it a second to load.
Also, after that damage happens, I will heal Eddie for 7. So Eddie's back to full.
So much.
No problem.
That's cool. That's a boat.
As a boat has pulled up, and you see a boarding plank between the 2 ships. There are several large creatures picking up barrels of your supplies and walking them over to their boat.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and be like, screw the rowboat. We're going across the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of us should cast walk on water.
Yep. I've already got it prepared.
Okay,
I will go ahead and cast it. It'll get all of us, including the 4 red shirts.
Cool. Let me get everybody off the boat then. So we will have this on the water.
We're red shirts who just spent 30 minutes rowing that boat shore. Am I to you?
We can leave the rowboat here for right now. We can.
This is a little more important.
I do want to say, Sean,
this real quick.
is everybody using their action to dash as we're doing this?
Except
Until
for that
now?
first round when spells were cast, but yeah.
Okay.
So.
Because I was thinking, from 1,200 feet away, I can start shooting people.
Yeah, if you want to stop and just start taking pot shots, we can roll initiative. But by doing that, you're going to have several rounds of you taking pot shots.
Yeah,
before
while everybody's... Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking...
Running. And more running.
Hmm.
And that's just if you want to do that, we can run that down. I just need to pull up.
No. It's gonna. I need to stay with the group, so I'm not gonna do it.
Can we knock that plank down?
I could probably do that if everybody
what
will
we
stop
need.
with me and let me take one shot.
Real quick here, pull up.
You don't need to stay. We don't need to stop.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, once the spell is cast, it's cast. It's good for an hour.
Okay, we've got one of these guys right here. One of these guys right here. These guys is trampling around. Right there. Let's put this one. Okay, let me put this back up. Right. So you want to take a shot at the plank, the boarding plank.
Not if I see guys on our ship.
Yeah. They're walking back and forth.
Yeah.
So there's constant traffic. They are definitely large creatures doing the lifting. As you guys are running up, you catch one with 2 heads carrying one of your ballistas. from beneath the decks over to their ship.
Really? We just worked all the time. No. No. Nope.
I'm
You
not going
see-
for our ship. I'm going for theirs.
Mm-hmm.
You do see at the prow, I think that's the prow. I'm not good at ship terms.
Stern.
Where the wheel is. This other large creature is shouting orders in a language. Probably, do ogres have their own language? I don't think so. It's probably Goblin, which obviously Carney speaks. And so essentially, it's just take them up for all she's worth. They're dead in the water. Leave them with nothing.
Speaking of dead in water, that's pretty funny. Go for their sails. They can't leave if they don't have sails.
Can you do fireball?
I can.
Well, take your own advice. Target their sails.
Yeah, as soon as I get in range, I am just yeeting a fireball into their sails.
So, well, why don't we at 120 feet out enter initiative then?
As he does that, I will shoot the captain in the face.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Yeah, easy enough to do as he's shouting orders from his ship over there. Eddie, what are you doing?
Well, given that Eddie's level 2, he's just gonna make his way to that boat
Full sprint.
and he'll just full sprint. That's what he's doing.
Full sprint. It's
All he can do.
that is your full movement. So next round you can get on one of the boats. Valran and Convergent.
I'm going to go ahead and drop Moonbeam
Right on.
on
The captain?
where the wheel is and the captain.
Yeah, you got it. Valran joining Eddie in the full sprint.
Yeah.
Eddie, you have a dark elf scimitar in hand sprinting next to you.
Eddie's never felt more alive.
Carney and Clarney.
We're going to be running up. We're going to go up with
Okay, so the four of
Kinda-
you.
kind of go up with Eddie there. Yep.
Four of you, full sprint for your sort of like. They haven't really registered that there are people sprinting on the water towards them. They're kind of thick.
I don't know if I'm gonna follow him all the way. I'm going up right now though, so just FYI.
Cool.
So actually, before I do that fireball, I have another thing I'm going to do. Who all in here is melee people?
Valran and Eddie.
Clarney.
Clarney is ranged because he throws his hammer.
Yeah.
Eddie
All right.
Eddie has the
I-
crossbow and use it, but generally
I was going to say, I think the only time you've seen me actually use ranged attacks is spells.
Mm-hmm.
They speak giant, not goblin. That's the language they speak.
Gotcha. I mean, are we
What?
in initiative at the moment, or are we still?
Hey, buddy, you. I think you might be in for a good time.
What did I hear?
Your hammer as like the creature up there is
The hammer
shouting
starts
its
glowing?
orders. Yeah, it's like Frodo's sword. It's
Yeah,
like
Sting.
glowing. Yeah, it's
Sting,
not
yeah.
like Sting. It's like oh,
No.
that day for all of you guys, ain't it?
So, are we in initiative at the moment yet, or
We are
still
about
doing-
to be. This is your surprise round, is what we're doing right now. So
Okay.
you said you wanted to do fireball, but you can change it. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm changing that. As long as I am still within 30 feet of, it would be Eddie and then
You can do
Velred.
it. Yeah, you can do it before they rush up. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast haste, but cast it as twin, so they both get haste.
Beautiful, love it. Who gets twinned?
Eddie and Velran, since they are kitty
Velran?
boys.
Cool. You could also give that to Clarny. That is a good one for Clarny.
Or convert.
true.
Either one would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'll do Clarny then,
Yeah.
or Carney, because he has the anti.
Yeah.
Him and Eddie.
And then Eddie, because Eddie is our.
Squishy.
He's our smoosh.
So with haste, for both of you, haste gives you +2 to the AC, and you get an extra action on your turn to make one extra weapon attack, use an item, cast a spell, I think. But normally it's used on the fighters like you, and you just get to whack something a second time.
Yeah, you have double speed.
Oh yeah, double speed.
+2 bonus to AC, advantage on deck saving throws, and additional action on each of your turns, which can be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Right. Okay.
Go kick ass.
Yeah, everybody roll some initiative. The only person left is how is yours wrong, Eddie?
Use a 0 in front of it.
You need a 0. Put a 0 in front of the 7. Then I just need conversions. Yeah. Let me roll mine. And Craig, you wanted to shoot him, so take a shot.
Shooting him.
You were just like, take a pot shot at him.
It's a sniper shot, actually. And I rolled really good on it. It's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, that hits him. And then he needs to make some sort of save for the moonbeam.
Yep. It is Constitution save.
Oh, he did real well. 23.
Yeah, so he takes half damage, which is 2d10. So he will take 5 points after having.
Cool.
20 to the dome. And then second shot. Even higher roll.
And I will continue to advance.
And that one's 26. Also to the dome.
You got it. Neither of them actually strike his dome, for he still stands, but they both splash into his shoulder, dealing quite significant damage. He lets out a bellowing roar.
Can you actually put me a couple of to the right? I am going clearly straight towards their ship.
You got it.
Take 6 of that damage off. Sorry.
Wonderful. Cool. I mean, now we just have conversion in Craig's turns.
Nice.
So conversion, what you doing?
Oh, I am continuing, and I will activate the flame tongue.
6.
I'm going towards their rudder.
6.
13 miss.
13 misses, yeah.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. So he ducks behind the railing of his boat after the first 2 shots hit. Both of your next shots slam into the wood, leaving pock poles.
Say shit and run diagonally, like right to the edge of the water, on like where the table's the water. I was thinking the other direction. Sorry. Right there. Yeah, that's me.
All good. Okay, next up is the captain.
So
He's going to yell out, Storms! We're under attack! We're under attack! And he is just going to... I think he's just going to hide. He's just going to belly up to the bottom and take a dodge action. and hide from the sniper. So you have no line of sight on him, Craig.
Wimp.
Yeah, truly.
Courageous captain.
Next up is Carney. Clarney.
Okay, can I see? Do I have a line of sight on the one that's right in front of me on the ship there
This
on the upper
one,
deck?
so
Yes.
so I don't know how to make this ship one ship. So like technically
Right,
you are
right.
down here. There's a whole ship that goes up. So this
Okay.
guy's tinkering with the cannon on the very top part of the ship, if that makes sense to you.
Okay. All right. So I don't have like a good line of sight then. He's kind of like
No.
more vertical than horizontal for me.
Correct.
You
Yeah,
might
yeah, I
have a
got you.
line. Might be able to get. Well, you're right in front of the ship, so you might be able to get line of sights on the two guys on the one to the left.
Yeah, if you go like around this side of the ship, you'll end
Uh-huh.
up like over here, and you'll be able to see this guy.
Okay. Can I do that? And then
Yeah.
is there enough room for me to take an action, or do I just? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and throw your hammer.
Because I want to throw that hammer.
Yeah. He does have half cover from you, which increases his AC by 2.
Okay, that's fine.
But he is an ogre, so
Okay.
that's not really great.
All right, so I'm doing just a roll to hit. That is gonna be. I rolled a natural 20.
That's a very sad boy. He is a giant, so I need to look up your.
Oh, ow!
Yeah, that's
If it-
gonna hurt.
yeah.
That was gonna suck.
And then, I mean, I got to
Dwarven
roll for damage, so I'll just go ahead and get
Thrower.
that.
Yeah, let me tell you how many dice to roll, Chad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Second. So I want you to roll for me 3d8, and you can either double that dice or roll for me 6d8, and then I want you to add 7 to that number.
I need to.
Sorry, 10 to that number.
Okay, so you said 3d8. Let me get these pulled
3d8 or 6d8? Which one would you prefer to roll?
up. I mean, I guess I'll do 68.
Okay, so roll 68 and then add 10 to that number.
Okay. So there's one. Let me get my d8s out. I've only got 3, so I'll have to roll them all twice. It's a lot adding. Okay, 5, 4, and 3. And then 7, 7, 5. That is 31. Add 10 is 41.
41. So in one hit, you deal 41 points of damage, and you put a hole in this ogre. He looks down at it, looks back at you and goes, "Oh." He's still standing because he's an ogre, but that'll probably kill him eventually.
Oh, no.
And then your hammer reappears in your hand.
Hell yeah. And then Carney is just going to look at me in shock, and we're just going to have him do anything but take a dodge action if he needs it.
Easy enough. After Carney and Clarney comes, it's the ogre. It's not ogre yet. This one's going to continue to try and rip up your cannon.
Come on, Tim Toothy's got to be fighting that guy ripping up the cannon, right?
Tim Toothy's too busy battling the scurvy down below.
Okay,
He's
okay.
completely oblivious. He's actually, him and Jelly are in one of these chests.
Is there any sound of fighting? Like our crew putting up a fight? They all redshirted.
There does not seem to be any signs of fighting, but none of you are on the boat, so you don't really have any signs of them at all. There are the ones that are slowly rowing the boat back to you guys from the shore, the 4 of them. But these ogres, he rolls a 15 to try and rip that out. That is not enough to rip out that cannon. So he just sort of like grumbles and steps away, and steps to the front of the boat and looks down and sees all of you guys running up to the ship. So there's just going to be an ogre stupidly looking out from the front of the boat. these two. This one's going to come over and look at his buddy who has been attacked, and they're both going to throw wounds down at you, Clarny, which, as always, just goes for our friend
Oh boy.
Clarny Asada, who has we roll and we roll with disadvantage. I rolled a 17 and a 19.
Neither of them hit.
No, but that's natural. Let me tell you.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
My bad. So 23 to hit. 23 to hit with the 17.
Okay, that does hit.
23 to hit. So I need Carney. At first he takes 10 points of piercing damage, halved to 5. And now I
Okay.
need him to make me a strength saving throw, or be yeeted up to me.
That is that's a 7.
Except he's coming with me.
Yep.
We got one. We got one, boss. It'll taste delicious. This
Uh-oh.
one. They both threw, so let me roll to see. They both threw at you though, so I'm gonna see what happens. I rolled 2 12s on the die, so does 19 hit you?
It does not.
It does not. So I'm going to say that the guy you hit already, he's 2 wounded. His harpoon goes into the water.
Okay.
That is all the ogre's turns. Next up is Narvos.
Cool. Fire time.
Fire time. Are you just aiming for the sails? Like no rolls really needed. You're just trying.
Yeah, I'm just making it so they can't get away.
Yeah, you immobilize their
Center
ship.
mass.
It goes up like a spark. It's tar and linen, and that their sails are absolutely destroyed. That ship is not going anywhere.
Take that, Shrek.
Do you want to move?
Oh yeah, I'm running up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Next up, Eddie.
Eddie's gonna go up on the boat there. He wants to
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll back real quick and remind Clarny that he had an extra attack from being hasted.
oh.
This is true.
This is a fact. So if you want to try and kill that ogre that was standing there back on your turn, that never hit you in the first place.
Oh, okay. So I can throw again?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's what the haste spell does for you. It gives you
Oh,
an
okay.
extra attack. You can
That's
throw
great.
your hammer again.
All right. And
It
the
comes
same
at the
guy?
cost of yeah.
So is the same guy going to die, or should
Yeah,
I
if you hit
shoot
him,
the other guy?
it'll just kill the guy that missed you anyways.
Okay. Well, I'll roll to hit him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a 20 to hit. That is not a natural 20, but that is
Cool.
a 20 to hit.
See,
So this time it's
turns
just
from
3d8.
8 turns from now, you'll be immobilized for the turn. That's what haste does to you as well.
It'll
Okay.
stun you, not just immobilize you. It'll stun you. Pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Cool. So
Okay,
3d8 plus 10 for your
Okay.
damage.
And that did. Okay. Yeah, that does hit.
Oh yeah, he's an ogre. He has very low AC. He's a blubber boy.
I might as well just keep these 8s out.
Yes, those are your damage die.
I don't know why I keep throwing them back in. All right. You said 3 plus 10?
3d8 plus 10, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. And 10. That's 13, 23.
23. Yeah, he's dead. His head just is cleared off. There's just like the jaw left of the bottom. And he topples and splashes into the water next to you and sinks below you.
Nice.
As Carney, though. As like time moves
yeah.
forward, you know, the actual timeline plays out. This guy runs forward and harpoons Carney after you do this. And reels him up.
Gotcha. Yep.
Next up is Eddie, who is also hasted. So your speed is doubled, Eddie. Where would you like to go?
Speed
You
is
can
doubled.
essentially climb either ship.
Ooh. Eddie's gonna go on the big black scary ship. That's where he's gonna go.
Okay, so you climb up here to face off with the captain. The ship sails are aflame. This is a very cinematic scene as you pull yourself up onto the ship and drop down facing this large creature. It has silvery white hair covered in a cowl. It's not wearing a shirt, just sort of like linen trouser pants. It has long claws that look stained with blood of previous victims. And it is literally crouched beneath the rail, hiding from Craig's. Oh, geez. I shouldn't have moved him. Hiding from Craig's sniper shots.
Doesn't it have a moonbeam on top of it too?
It does. It does actually have a
does.
moonbeam.
It does.
But like, did it need to make another save on its turn conversion?
Yeah, on it at the start of its turn, it takes a con save.
I'm gonna roll that instead of trying to put him back on the boat. Rolled a 1, so max damage on that as he just sits in it.
So it takes 9. This is radiant damage too. I don't know
Cool.
if that matters.
Good to know.
He don't like
Doesn't.
to be on that boat.
I had him there so easily at one point too.
There you go.
Hey, buddy.
Good enough.
And we put.
Maybe shrink them down.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Shrink him down. Shrink him down. Shrink Eddie down. Fight each other. Cool.
Well, do I have 2 attacks or 2 actions?
You have 2
if I action.
You can use
Sweet.
so you could like use your action to do something and then use the hasted action to attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my rope of entanglement to entangle this fella.
Okay, tell me what your rope of entanglement does, or do I need to look that up?
This rope is 30 feet long, weighs 3 pounds. If you hold one end of the rope, use an action to speak its command word. The other end darts forward to entangle a creature you can see within 20 feet of you. The target must succeed on a DC 15 Dex saving throw or become restrained.
He rolled a 21.
Oh,
So he is not restrained.
21, huh? Pretty
That's
strong.
21. I rolled a natural 18.
I just gotta throw a net at him.
Okay, second action, throws a net
Yeah.
at him. Net.
At first you don't succeed.
Or is this guy huge?
You got to roll to
Large.
hit. He's large.
Oh, that's right. Eddie, 23.
That hits him. He is now restrained in the net.
Eddie shouts at him in Minotaur.
He does not understand.
Ooh.
That being said, are you standing right next to him?
I am at the maximum distance away from him that I can hit him with a net.
Yeah, range is 5 feet. So yeah, you had to be standing next to him.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
Yeah, you are standing in melee with him. Cool, good to know. Next up after Eddie, unless you got anything else, Eddie?
Nope. I'm
Cool.
level 2.
Yep. Next up is the Etten. Down in here. You hear the screams of some red shirts as they are clobbered and ripped apart.
Two-headed fuck.
That is what they're up to. Just general
Quick
chaos and mayhem.
Little idea here. If we kill the captain, maybe we can get some red shirts out of these ogres. Replace the ones that we're losing.
Conversion, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go join Eddie and stab the captain.
20. Yeah, your full movement will put you right on top of the.
Okay. I will stab him.
Easy enough. He's restrained. Let me go look up what that means for you. You have advantage.
Okay. Excellent. That's a 25.
That hit. Yeah, that gets it.
Okay. So 11 fire damage and 5 stabbing damage.
Cool. You stab him. He's restrained on the ground. You stab him with your flaming sword. He yells out, "No, not like this!"
Velron will take 2 shot, or he'll can do 2 shots with the hand crossbow, right?
No, just one.
Just the
Cross-
one.
Yep. Crossbows are
Okay.
loading.
All right. He will take a shot at the ogre up there.
Cool.
That's gonna hit him. 21.
Yeah. That'll get an ogre.
Okay. So that is 8 points. And I don't know what the poison on the crossbow
do.
bolt's going to be, but
Oh, I got it right here.
He rolled a 1. So
DC 13 con save. He's poisoned for 1 hour. Oh, he rolled a 1?
he rolled a
He's
1.
unconscious. While poisoned this way, it wakes up if it takes damage or another creature uses an action to shake it.
So he's asleep. He's classic dark elf poison. The ogre gets shot in the neck with this bolt, and just you watch his head spin. And Craig, just as you were about to line up a shot to blow his brains out, he topples to the deck out of sight.
I really was too.
He's your only. Actually, no. You might actually just have seen as you were running over. You probably saw Carney get yeeted up, just like
Yeah.
his feet be pulled onto the deck. So you know there's another one. On the other side.
Is my turn,
Conversion.
right?
Yeah, actually, I was just going to make sure Conversion's turn was done.
yeah, Velron will go to the side of the ship
Cool.
between them and start climbing onto ours.
Cool,
He's not going to have the movement to get up there.
Correct. Okay, yeah, Craig.
This will matter for the future, probably not right now. Do you consider the ocean a open container of water?
No.
Okay. Damn.
Feel like that was a philosophical question.
I feel like it is though, right?
My answer is no.
Okay.
I'm open to debate later.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Those guys are over there with the. I'm just gonna move a little bit where I can see this ogre better.
Cool. Yeah, easily enough done. At that point, you can see him up on the main deck.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Cool.
I'm using my bow, my longbow though.
Yeah.
14.
14. Misses.
All right, second shot.
As you know, Craig's so quick at taking shots, like especially at these distances, your second shot's already in the air before your first shot lands.
I realize what happens as you're saying this now. Yes.
So take your second shot.
Yeah, no, I did. I missed as well. It was a 7 plus 4.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Both of those, as they land, you hear the sound of tinging off metal, and you're like, ogres don't wear metal.
Yes, I see what I've done now. I run forward towards the ship.
Easily enough.
Right there. That's me.
The Oni's turn. He's going to. Oh, that's what he's going to do. He's going to cast Cone of Cold on you two.
Can you do that while he's restrained?
Yeah, he can. It's about the only thing he can do, to be honest.
At the start of his turn, he takes the save.
Yes, let me roll a con save. How does a 16 sound?
Sounds like he takes half damage,
Okay.
which is going to be 4 points.
So I need both Eddie and Conversion to make me Constitution saving throws.
Come on, Eddie.
Eddie has an 18.
18, that's a pass. That's a success. You take half damage.
At a 16.
That is also a success.
Woohoo!
What is
Still
happening?
going to suck.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
It might drop
Eddie
you,
might go sleep.
but you have the
Eddie
best
might go
person in the
sleep.
world next to you for that.
$26 points of cold damage halved to both of you, so 13 points of cold damage. Clap.
All right.
Yeah, Eddie doesn't have another one of those in him.
That's his turn. He is going to use his movement, half his movement, to stand up. Oh, he's restrained,
no,
so he's just going to stay down. Yep, he's just going to stay down there. Cool. That's his turn. Next up is Carney. Carney and Clarney, what you doing?
Okay, let's. I'm just gonna aim for him.
Cool. Love it. My
Just gonna
favorite.
go for it.
Roll that dice.
That is a 19 to hit.
Wait. Can we give him like an insight check or something after watching me shoot at the ogre?
Go right ahead. I was hoping you would say something with the free speech you have on each of your turns.
Craig's not much of a talker.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch him learn through actions.
So I rolled a 23 insight.
A 23 insight?
Yep.
All I'm going to give you is that ogre's holding your buddy. That ogre is holding your goblin friend. In his beefy mitts.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to... can these ogres understand us? Like,
they seem to speak whatever language the Oni is yelling at them. None of you speak giant, right?
Right.
Conversion might, right?
No.
Okay.
Because, I think to most people it's a dead language in Arrow.
So how quickly can I get to that guy? Melee.
To get into melee, it'll take your full movement to call yourself up that.
Can Carney like disengage or?
He's restrained, so he can make an opposed strength check to try and break out. Like that ogre has him in his. Essentially, think of a guy who is,
Yeah, I got it.
12 to 15 feet tall, holding you by your shoulders when you're only 3 feet.
Yeah,
he's just got him in a dead grip. So he could attack. He'd have disadvantage on his attack rolls, but he could attack. He could also try and use his action to break free. You can try and get up there and just use melee and make sure you don't hit your friend.
I'm gonna have to. I'll get in melee. I'll use my action to get there. Yep.
Climbs up. You step away from my friend.
Yep. So I don't have a.
You do have another action because you.
Oh, do I still have the haste available?
Yeah.
Because you're hasted.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna swing.
Yep. That was the joys.
That is gonna be that's an 18 to hit.
That hits his blubbery mass.
Okay. And then is this still a 3 plus 10?
Yeah, 3 plus 10, 3d8 plus 10.
If it's a melee, I don't know if the melee is different. No, it's no different. Okay, cool. Yep, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a 14, 24.
24 points of damage. He hasn't been touched, if I remember correctly. So he's still jamming, but you've slammed his belly and it's distended and distorted. He looks down.
Oh yeah, I want his attention.
You definitely have. He's still holding on to Carney, but you
Right.
have attention.
All right, and then can Carney do his? I mean, I just want to give him a chance for whatever.
Go ahead and roll me an opposed strength check.
So what do I need to do for that?
Roll an athletics check.
Okay.
D20 plus whatever his athletics is. Wow.
I mean, I don't have an athletics, so I mean, can I just use a strength or?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if because we did give him some sort of skill.
Right.
I just can't remember.
You want me to just like half his strength? Because I mean, I don't want to give him plus 12 or something like that.
No, he's got a 12 strength, so he's got a +1 to his modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, +1. So yeah, so I got 11, 12. So he got a 12.
12. I rolled a 1. So your hit really, really got to the ogre, and he drops Carney.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
All right. Carney's gonna roll out of the way.
Carney is a goblin, so he can actually disengage as a bonus action if you want.
Oh, okay. So can he still do something then?
He could disengage and get away from the ogre if you want him to, or he can just stay in melee with the ogre and kind of like fight, side by side with you.
Well, let's have him fight.
Cool.
Yep.
He can't attack this turn. He can attack.
Okay,
next turn.
that's fine.
But
that's fine.
after Carney comes them. It's him and the Sleepy Boy. Sleepy Boy doesn't get a save, right? He's just out like a light.
Yeah, no, for like a minute, I think.
Cool.
An hour.
This guy's gonna pull out his great club. It's very concerning. You don't know where he pulled it from.
Does it glisten?
Yeah, it's a bit shiny. He's gonna take a swing at you, Clarny, because you're the one that hit him.
I see that Papa Montano is not the only one to have a prison wallet.
Natural 20 on the ogre hit.
Cool.
You love to see it.
Big old bonk.
Big bonk. Just like a tree from the sky, it comes down upon your head. One more. Don't make me roll. It's very sad. I'll have to roll one of these again. 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Bonk.
That's to me.
To you. Yep.
I'm good.
Bonk.
That hurt, but I'm good.
Bunkers.
I can't do another one of those, but I'm good.
That's his turn.
Well, actually, I could do another one of those, but yeah, anyway.
That's his turn. Next up comes Narvos. I think you're the only one. No, Craig's still out on the ocean too. So you see Craig, kind of like right here, essentially, in terms of like actual distance to you.
Okay, and I did my wild magic rolls and nothing.
Oh, thank you.
So
thank you for being on.
That's all good. It's okay. I can always go for being bald again or something. Anyway, I'm going to I run 30 feet so that would get me to the boat, basically.
So it'd get you at like the keel of the boats, but you can't get up onto any of the boats. You're just sort of like standing in between them now.
Okay. My action is going to be activating Radiant Soul.
Cool.
I'm just going to be able to fly now.
Wonderful.
I have glowing eyes.
Big angel wings.
Radiant soul.
After you comes Eddie. Eddie, you're very cold. Snap freeze up there with you and the Oni. What do you want to do?
So this guy's like on the ground.
Yeah, he's. Here, I'll flip him.
Cool. So Eddie's going to move to the other side of him. So if he tries that freezing thing again, he has to pick a target.
Cool.
All right. And then does Eddie still have 2 actions right now?
Correct.
Cool. Eddie's just going to bash him with his Morning Star. He's going to do that twice, hopefully.
Love it. Go ahead.
Just
Roll
start
ahead.
beating him.
You
And
have
Eddie will
advantage.
say yes like this in reference to this guy saying no, not like this.
You have advantage.
Cool. So 22
That hits.
for the first hit. So damage is going to be 7.
A solid
And then
crack on his back for 7 points of damage.
23 for the second one
That one also hits.
with 9 damage.
This one cracks the base of his skull and he seems dazed. Still alive, definitely very bloodied. You can see like a lot of purple blood pooling on the ground. Anything else, Eddie? You are a second level fighter, so you do have
Action surge.
I wasn't thinking
No?
of action surge. I was thinking of second wind because he just took a hit. But action surge is also something you could use.
Action surge.
Action surge lets you take another action.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's beat him again.
Beat him up, bro.
18.
That one also hits.
One does 6 damage.
In one round of combat, you did 22 points of damage.
At level 2.
Not
That's
bad.
good.
At level 2.
Not bad. Not bad for level 2. Thank you for the haste.
You got it.
Do you want to rub some dirt on your wounds, Eddie?
Sure.
Rub
Why
some
not?
dirt on
Bonus action. I should have 1 health potion hanging around, right?
Well, you have wind. Or not wind. What was it?
Second wind.
Second wind.
Right? At level 2, you have the second wind creature as a fighter, Eddie.
D10 plus your fighter.
Oh,
level.
yeah. 1d10 plus 10. All right.
It's as what I affectionately call the rub some dirt in it method.
Maybe not off of this ship though.
Yeah. But anyways, next up we circle back to Conversion, who is also also on this ship.
Okay. I do not get all the attacks he gets.
Oh. I do apologize, real quick, Conversion.
Yep.
More screams are heard from down below.
Okay.
Yeah.
It actually Carney can see the two heads coming up the. I'll put him like here. So he's like in the hole coming up from the decks. So you can see his two heads. The two Carney bros. Go over to Conversion.
I will go ahead and stab him.
Go right ahead. You have advantage as well.
Not a nat 20, but 21.
That one hits.
So that'll be the 3d6 as well. 3 fire damage and 10 piercing.
Okay. You're just like beating him into the dirt. He's a very heavy creature. You're just putting holes in him and he's bleeding out on the floor. Still up.
Just checking to see if I've got any kind of bonus action that can do anything. I will go ahead and cast healing. Nah, I'm going to hold off on that.
Okay. Did you make a Constitution saving throw on your moonbeam after the cold?
It is 11.
That passes. Perfectly fine.
Okay. Cool.
Velran, what's Velran up to? Just climbing up onto this boat?
Yep, he's coming onto the boat. Looks, climbs up there, sees the Etten, and is about to shoot him in the back of the head, and then sees Clarny.
Yeah. Yeah. So and
he's like the trigger's like half pulled when he like stops and looks at Clarny.
It did take his full turn to get up the boat, though.
We'll draw the short sword and stab the Etten.
Cool.
That's right. He gets 2 attacks too. He is 19 on the first one.
That one hits
for 8 points. And he does have an improved crit. Awesome. So a 25 with a 19 for an improved crit.
Love it. So it's a crit.
For 12 points.
Wonderful. It kind of like stabs in between the heads. They both roar out in anger, and turn to face him. Obviously, catching the attention of these two dimwits.
All right.
Is an Enten one creature or two? I think that's another philosophical question of the evening.
Mm.
But
I mean,
anyway,
are you talking raw?
no, I think in our hearts.
Okay.
It's your turn, Craig. You can only have line of sight on this
Yeah.
guy.
The worst part is I don't know if
Yeah, you have no idea where
ran
Carney
away or not. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's dealer's choice on whether you want to, as Craig, take the shots. You did just see him like bonk somebody real good.
Yeah, no. I think Carney stayed there. Because I see
Well-
Clarney, right?
Yeah, you probably see him like on the stairs. You probably see like his helmet. The glint of the metal off the sun.
I'm going to get close to the boat, just like right up to the ladder. And I will throw a healing spirit up with my bonus action at Carney. Or no,
Okay.
Clarney, because I saw him
Okay.
get hurt. And then at the start of his turn, he'll get healing.
Cool.
And my action shall be used to climb the side of the boat.
Kind of like, end up in the nearest empty space, which is the stairwell.
That's fine. You can put me on the other one if you want. I know where I'm at. Like just
Cool.
on the boat on the right there.
Okay, next up is this guy. What is he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna beg. He's literally just gonna beg. Please stop. I'll do anything.
Yeah, he gets a con save.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, the start of his turn.
He'll do a con save.
Yeah, he fails. Rolled a 9 total.
So 7 points.
You do watch as like the radiant damage peels into him. He does actually heal some of his stitches. He is regenerating. He has a regeneration feature.
It's not being triggered by the radiant damage.
No, it is not ending by the radiant damage or the fire damage you've done. It just has a flat regen.
Okay.
But the two of you beating on him is absolutely wearing him thin. And he is begging to let it stop. He is going to use his action to try and tear off the net. He's going to make a strength check. Does he just barely get it? Yeah, he just barely with an 11 gets the net off of him. So he is no longer restrained. He stands up. No. Be small for me, Eddie. Be petite. Think small thoughts. Okay.
Eddie thinks small. Eddie is small. Eddie pulls an Ant-Man on this Oni's ass.
Oh no. Right in the ass.
I did that. But anyway. Next up is Carney and Clarney.
Okay, I'm casting Spirit Shroud.
Oh, you regain some health. How much, Craig?
Oh, that too.
Yes. Let me do that now. Oh, nice. Friggin' 10.
Back to 44. Okay, cool. Awesome.
So what were you doing?
I'm casting Spirit Shroud.
Spirit Shroud. Okay, so anything within 10 feet of you has its movement speed reduced, and your melee attacks deal a d8 more damage.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
then you can attack.
And now you
And
attack.
now I attack this man. Or
Twice.
the
You attack twice, because fun fact,
Twice.
Spirit Shroud's a bonus action.
Yes, it is. Yep. So So I'm going to do this first. So that is going to be I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
So that's definitely going to hit him.
6d8. No, 8d8
Yeah.
plus 10.
Okay, let me get the
Maybe just roll that one in the dice roll room.
How do I do that?
Just exclamation
you,
point 8d8 plus 10.
yes, plus 10.
Okay, exclamation point 8d8 plus 10.
Yes. 55 points of damage. Fun facts. That is 4 less than his total hit points, and you'd already done 20 something to him. So his entire head is just blown away, and his body crumbles to the deck.
Now you can bop the Etten.
Yeah. So, and is he affected by that too?
He is also a giant, but you are not in melee with him.
Okay. Damn.
So you would need to move to get into melee with him.
Can I do that?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's do that. Yep.
Just telling you the scenario you find.
So is it like his head has popped out?
Yeah,
like how much of him
you've got like his shoulders and his two heads are sticking up out of this.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll to hit him.
An exceedingly dumb creature.
Are they ambidextrous?
They are.
One
wields a morning star and one wields a battle axe.
Does a 19?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And is it the same with him?
Yeah, I mean it's 3d8. Yeah, he's also a giant.
4 because of your shroud.
4 because of shroud. Yep. 4d8
Yep.
plus
So it's the 48 plus 10. Okay, cool.
4d8
so that's
plus
a little easier. So that's 8, 9, so that's 16 plus 6 is 22.
32.
32. Yep.
Oh. This time you kind of like one of the heads now has a nearly headless Nick type deal going on with it. Still attached, but like oof.
Ouch.
Oof. Cool. After Carney is Narvos. You hear the sounds of combat and you're just kind of like happily on a stroll.
Oh yeah, well I'm flying basically straight up.
Oh, that's right. You fly now. So where
I
do you
fly
want to
now.
go? You fly up 30 feet, brings you to like essentially this point on the ship, and you can see over here. I can't, it's a whole ship. I can't make it, but it's even now with the fight over there, and you can look down on that fight down there. So like you can see the fight down there, and you can see the fight going on there.
There's a guy sleeping next to you.
Yeah, and then there's this sleeping ogre by the cannon right here.
Okay.
He's got a single one of Velrand's belts in his neck.
I think I will leave him for the moment. Well, so actually, how would if he's sleeping, how would like a con save work?
He would still take a con save.
Okay.
He would fail a dex save. But yeah. No. Sorry about that. So what would you like to do?
So what I'm gonna go for is I'm gonna use my fancy wand because that hasn't backfired for me yet. Mostly,
you annihilated somebody with gemstones once.
I did.
Jabberwock.
I'm going. That two-headed boy is gonna get something.
Cool. Roll on the thing.
That's a 99.
Let me look it up.
I have it up right now. DC 15 con saving throw.
Okay, so he needs to make a con save. I rolled a natural 11 plus numbers. Plus 3. So he failed by 1.
Okay.
Got a 14.
So he's restrained.
So he's just on the he's on the petrification train.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Not having a fun time, but
one-headed Eden statue, bro.
He's still got a head. He's still got 2 heads.
It's hanging off the side.
Yeah.
It's just not looking too happy.
Slightly off. But after Narvos is Eddie.
Eddie's gonna beat this guy with his morning star. It's all he can do, and it's all he wants to do.
Yeah, you hear him. You hear him beg for you to stop. He rips off the net, stands to his full height, and bows his head to you both, and goes, "Please, I'll give you anything." And you smack him.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you want to smack him?
Do I want to smack him? I feel like I'm the intern here. Can I get some advice?
Turns to Convergent.
Should I smack this guy?
His ship's burning around you.
I'm gonna kill that guy if you don't.
A voice in your head. A single fly buzzes in your ear and tells you that. Signed, Craig.
I love
that.
If Convergent's body language does not appear that he's about to stop fighting.
So there's your answer, Eddie. Go ahead and smack him.
So Eddie goes to smack him, rolls a 7, and I'm
he
sure
grabs
that
the morning star with his hand.
Wait. Eddie would like to quickly try and say, that was your life. Your past self is dead. You are now reborn as our servant. Congratulations. I try and play it off.
Oh, you'll let me live? Oh, thank you. And then you have a second attack. Because you're still hasted. Really? You let me live? I can come work for your crew. Tell me it ain't so.
Yes. Look to. I tell him to look towards the sun and be
he looks
proud
towards
of
the sun
his
real
new
quick. And in that moment,
that's a 24 to hit.
And in that moment, Eddie took his swing.
7 damage. Got 1 health left.
No, he's still got double-digit hit points, but like he's like, oh no.
I was going to say, are we about to, in 2 separate games with 2 separate characters of mice and men, 2 separate characters?
Yeah, it's a good theme. Good theme to have. It's the Etton's turn. He's restrained, but he's stupid. It has disadvantage on its attacks, but it still makes 2 attacks, so it's going to make take 1 attack at Clarny and 1 attack at Velran, because it's a stupid boy. So first attack at Velran with the battle axe is a 15 to hit. Not bad with disadvantage. Conversion.
15 will miss.
15 misses. So Velran sidesteps the battle axe as it carves a chunk out of your deck. Clarny, you're up next. Oh yeah, that was 3 plus 10. 10 to hit Clarny with the Morning Star.
That does not hit.
It just goes so wide. And then at the end of its turn, it needs to make another DC 15. So yeah. Yep. And it turns to stone.
Oh god, it's blocking our way down.
Turns to stone right there. So that brings us back to Conversion.
The guy in front of me is basically begging for his life now.
Yeah, he is.
And just got bombed.
Okay. Basically, like hold him at sword point, and like enough.
Yeah, he hands in the air, gets on his knees, begging to not be murdered.
All right.
It says if you don't kill this guy, I'm gonna look like a huge dick.
Yeah, unfortunately, I you see Conversion kind of like pull the sword back, and he will go ahead and stab the guy.
Okay, we're just gonna have this be a solid cinematic, like, oh, captain to captain. I'm sorry, it had to be this way. Thunk.
Cut your throat.
Yeah, you absolutely murder that guy.
We're not a group known for mercy, you know.
The ship is burning around you guys. It'd probably be smart to get your ship away from it at this point before the sails that are burning down around you. That have only been burning for like 12 seconds, mind you. Don't get entangled in your sails or your tar or you do have things that have gunpowder.
Well, I'm going to sharpshooter the sleeping guy twice, and I think it'll kill him.
Oh, okay.
No mercy.
So because he's prone, you have disadvantage on the shots.
Yeah, that's fine, right? Let's see.
Okay.
Easy cheese on that one, 20.
Okay.
That one's probably a miss. Is a 9.
Yeah, that one does slam into your own woodwork. Because I don't know how you can miss an ogre other than just missing him.
Yeah, right? That's what I don't get. 8 plus 14, 24, 22.
He wakes up with a bullet wound.
You should probably kill that guy, Navos.
That's probably a good idea.
He gets a turn before Narvos does.
Does Carney go before him, though?
Carney can go before him.
Yeah, he could throw his
Carney-
hammer over.
Yeah. You wanna try and throw your hammer up here, bud? Be at disadvantage, that kind of throw.
Yep. Let's try it.
Go ahead and do it.
Oh, that's bad. I mean, it was a 9. That doesn't hit.
You're still hasted.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Still
Make a
hasted.
second throw. Make a second throw.
That's a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. And then the 3, 8, 14, 16 plus 10, 26.
26
26
plus
and 22.
26 and 22. 48. Still kicking. Still kicking. They're beefy boys. Low AC, high health. He's going to take a swing at Narvos with his great club.
Oof.
24 to hit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not that bad, though. Just some bludgeoning damage.
Just big old bonking damage.
Just some bunky bong.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Bonk. Make a con save, please.
Gotta
beat a 10.
Gotta beat a 10. Okay. Yeah, I'll double that. Dirty 20.
Cool. Neither of the two that are hasted become stunned, which is particularly important for Eddie, who's on a burning ship. Narvos, how would you like to kill this guy? He's got 10 health.
10 health. Oh yeah, I'll get out my flail because I'm pretty sure if I'm this close, I can't do a whole lot in the way of spells.
Do you do extra damage melee when you're flying?
So yeah, well, hold on. So basically, here's how it's going to happen. Let me just see if I actually, hit him first.
Yeah.
Before it, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. So then I have my flail, which normally does 1d8 plus 6. That's 12, but it does 2 more d6 necrotic, so 4, so 16 plus another 6 radiant damage because I'm flying. So he takes a lot of damage, more than what he needs. So he's just basically,
Splat.
I'm gonna just come flying up. He hits. All right, my turn, and I'm gonna be yell 4, and with the flail, just golf swing and take off his head.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed. There is still the boarding plank between your two ships. There's a ballista and a bunch of your food supplies on their burning ship.
Get the shit. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
Yep, me. I'll.
Okay, so everybody go ahead and make me. Well, let's make it. One of the last things we're going to do tonight. Just a quick sort of like party skill check of everybody. Tell me what they want to do to try and help either loot the ship of their own goods, save your own ship from any damage, or return the goods that they stole that are on the deck, which is like the easier stuff that you just get your own stuff back. Those are the sort of 3 outlines. What would you guys like to do?
First thing I'm going to do is make sure that our ship is not catching fire. So, like, basically, whatever I can of their rigging, pull it back into their ship away from our rigging.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
12.
12. That's a success. You managed to keep your riggings from becoming entangled in their inflamed riggings.
Can I use insight to figure out where somebody would have hidden things?
Yeah, that's a fantastic use of insight. Go right ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 25.
25. You go down into the hull of the ship and find it's behind the gunpowder where this creature must have kept his most precious trinkets. And you find a little jade elephant and a long sword. It's a katana, but it's a long bladed sword.
All right.
He's con-
What is Carney and Clarney doing?
I would like to help maybe get as much stuff back over to our ship as we can. Help
Okay.
us.
What kind of check do you want to do to accomplish that? How do you like athletic to like?
I want to do
hustle
strength.
across?
I want to do strength for Clarney because of my belt.
Yep. So that'd be an athletics check.
I can carry more over, so.
Yeah. So go ahead
Yep.
and give me an athletics check.
All right. That was a 12.
A 12. And go. Why don't is Carney doing something different, or is Carney just going to give you advantage and give you the aid feature?
Just give me the aid feature.
Thing. Go ahead and roll that again.
Okay.
Take the
17.
High. There you go.
That's 27, I think. Because you get plus 10.
Oh, because plus 10 to my strength.
So
So, yeah, 27.
Yeah,
Yep.
Carney and Clarney themselves managed to get your goods back, your ballista that they stole, and all of the food supplies. So Carney and Clarney have made sure that there has not been a net loss in this venture. Narvos, and Eddie, what are you guys up to? Narvos can fly.
Yeah. I mean, anything that's. I mean, if generally we got our stuff back and we're separated from the boat.
The boat isn't separated yet.
Or the rigging,
Yeah.
So we already had someone doing a looting thing. I kind of want to honestly check up on our red shirts, see how many of our crew made it.
They are blocked by a petrified.
Yeah. So we'll deal with that later then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna help out moving anything we.
You can. So I would just like to say, Craig went looking for 25 insight to find where they had hidden
I didn't
things.
open any
Gotcha.
chests in here.
Yeah, there could still be like sort of more open loot down below.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay, so that can be like an investigation or an arcana check. What would you like to do for a skill check?
Oh, none of those things are really I'm good at.
Well, what would be something you're good at that you could try and do to find these magic or just treasure?
I mean, they're like insight, I guess, of like where kind of the valuables or like chests would be, and kind of which ones would be good to go for as opposed to others. What would just kind of be the normal stuff? What would be the treasure chests?
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight then.
17.
17. You do find several sort of like shoddy chests and like rucksacks that were probably the ogres that are filled with like raw pieces of flesh and just assorted trinkets and armor. You do find what was probably the Ettin's gear, and some of it seems to be like old bones and totems, but half of it does seem to be like monetary value. So you do find a chest with a bunch of currency within.
Yeah, that's coming with.
And Eddie, last but not least, Eddie, what are you doing?
This ship must have a rowboat on it, right?
It does. It has 2.
Yeah. And Eddie's gonna
Good
prepare
job,
those for
David.
launch and
Hell yeah.
get it set up so we can quickly move loot from this boat onto the rowboats, launch the rowboats, bring them back to our ship. He's gonna do preparations for that.
What kind of check do you want that to be? That could be like survival, or of like, getting that shit together, or it could be nature, making sure that the waves are correct when you launch the boats. It could be strength in terms of like lifting goods and all that. What would you like Eddie to try?
Yeah, I think that's a strength thing. I could imagine, running from side to side between all the boats, going
Doing
up and
some
down the stairs.
cardio.
Maybe athletics.
Yeah, athletics is
Yeah.
the move. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
All right.
If I recall, Sean, you
19.
had said there
19.
was room for 4 rowboats on our ship, but we
There
only
is
had
room
2.
for correct.
Yeah.
Now we have and I have 3.
Easy with a 19, Eddie. Perfect. You do a great job, and 2 new rowboats are procured. They have less seats, but they are larger, if that makes sense, because they're made for large creatures. So there's like more free space to like put goods. So these might be good for like when you find islands that you want to like get resources from. These are probably the boats to use. The other one is more of a abandoned ship or abandoned hope. Get as many men on this as possible.
Yeah. But these would probably fit a whole party. Like if
Correct.
we just want to take one.
Yeah. Right, and then you guys sail away, pull away from this sinking, burning ship.
Oh, here, Eddie, take this katana.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm going to keep the jade elephant. I don't know if it's just worth money. It might be magic. I'll figure it out later.
I'm guessing there were no other crew.
No, it was completely crewed by 3 ogres, an Etten, and an Oni. Probably wasn't their ship to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to end today's game. Anybody got anything they want to do before as night comes on this day?
If someone could tell me if this katana is magic or all, Eddie's interested in that.
Same with the elephant.
We'll be able to. I don't have that memorized right now, but I should be able to.
So tomorrow, we'll run it back at the start of the next game.
Yeah.
We'll sort of like in the open tell everybody what items those are, so everybody's on board.
Okay.
But until next time, have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you next